This episode brought to you by HelloFresh. Delicious pre-measured ingredients and simple chef-made recipes delivered to your doorstep every week. Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to. Most of us know the classic story of Stuart Little. E.B. White's timeless tale of a little mouse who lives with a human family, goes on the silliest of adventures, and overcomes his fears, resulting in the happiest of endings. Well, you don't remember Dick, because that's not what this book is like at all! Despite millions reading it, many block out the nonsensical insanity that Stuart Little actually was. For starters, he's not a mouse. He's a human that looks like a mouse. And he's not adopted. His mother just pushed him out that way. At the age of 7, he acts and talks like he's 16. He befriends a bird who runs away, and he uses a gas-powered toy car with a magic invisible lever to find her. He takes a job as a substitute teacher along the way, dates a girl who happens to be the exact same height, but blows it because his toy canoe is destroyed and she freaks out by his temper tantrum. Keep in mind, this is the climax. Thus he drives north, still searching for the bird, never finding her. And that's where it stops. It literally ends right there. Back then, critics were like, what the hell, are you high? But kids seemed to love it, and I guess it made sense. It's a weird, bizarre story told in a very grounded and low-key way. But how strange that so many people remember it being such a normal, run-of-the-mill kids book when it was anything but. Well, a lot of that may have to do with the movie, who had the difficult task of taking this wildly odd journal of madness and turning it into a profitable family film. How do Hollywood writers make such a giant hit out of such strangeness? The answer is, they don't. This is in fact the very first film to be written entirely by the 90s. They just gave the 90s the book as Zach Morris' cell phone ate it up and shit out a pair of khakis and a V-neck sweater. Upgrade? From the director of The Haunted Mansion and Lion King, with a script by M. Night Shyamalan. No, really, who made this? Stuart Little is an attempt to give audiences an adaptation of the book they thought they read. You can pretty much call this film the Mandela effect, as it only loosely follows the strangeness of the book and instead gives us light, run-of-the-mill family fluff that we, for some reason, remember the book being. Is it an improvement on the literary drunken ramble, or is it the 90s Abercrombie and Fitch? A lot of money with no substance. Now let's see if things were better safe than crazy. This is Stuart Little. So how can we hammer in we're in the 90s? Hi, Jerry Maguire, kid!
I'm gonna play ball with him, I'm gonna wrestle with him, I'm gonna teach him how to spit.
I'd like to take some shots at how overly cutesy his acting is, but seeing how he can probably kick my ass now, I'm just gonna stick with Olsen twin jokes.
Bye, sweetie.
Ah, the 90s, when even boarding a bus had to have whimsical music. Next stop, Whimsy Wumsy Whimsy!
Remember, I want a little brother, not a big brother.
And human! I can't emphasize that enough!
This is George Little. His parents, played by Gina Davis and Hugh Laurie, are off to the orphanage to adopt a brother for him. Oh, none of these kids are mice. This place blows. They, of course, come across Stuart, voiced by Michael J. Fox, who tries to give them advice on which kid would be the best for them.
It happens the same way every time. First, you won't know what to do, you'll be a little bit scared, then you'll meet one of them, talk to them, and somehow you just know.
Okay, let's be honest. If the dialogue for this character was written for a kid instead of a mouse, he would totally look like a serial killer.
It happens the same way every time. First you won't know what to do, you'll be a little scared. Then you'll meet one of them, talk to them, and somehow you'll just know. Aren't I good?
The credits give us a pretty nice shot of the city. Thank God we focus on the clouds through most of them. New York is such a boring place to shoot. And they bring Stuart to his new home as featured in several Disney properties.
They say every Little in the world can find this house.
Even if they've never been here before.
I'm just gonna guess and say that's a Shyamalan line.
Would you like a tour?
I don't have any money.
I'm just gonna guess and say that wasn't a Shyamalan line because it actually got a laugh out of me, an intentional one. But George is unimpressed with his new brother, or perhaps at the fact that the Littles seem to have a stripe fetish. Come on, Tim Burton and the Cat in the Hat have more variety than you!
Don't you have anything you want to ask, Stuart?
Go ahead. I'm an open book.
Something the writers of this clearly didn't do. At first, sure, I'll admit it is kind of funny seeing Stuart among the regular size house and appliances. And though it doesn't look like he's actually there, he does come across as very expressive and, yeah, I'll just say it, cute. He's very cute. But the bullshit family film formula starts to take hold when their cat named Snowbell enters the picture.
Stuart is one of the family now. We do not eat family members.
Did they really not think this would be an issue? I mean, in the book, he's just born that way, and they happen to already have a cat. Here, it's like buying an ant farm to get along with your pet anteater. It's bad odds!
Maybe I can help. What do you like? Can I scratch your ears?
Okay, place your bets. Which gay 90s actor voices him? Rupert Everett, Sean Hayes, or miscellaneous Queer Eye guy?
Tense. Oh, I'm way past tense.
Lane, of course! Lion King director, I should have connected the dots!
This is my family.
Can't we share them?
Read my furry pink lips.
My poorly computer-generated borrow from Babe lips?
No.
Uh-oh, Full House music. Here's some UFC picks offsetting the cute pandering that's sure to lie ahead. They match so little, they kind of match perfectly. Stuart gets thrown in the washing machine, though, and tries getting help from Snowbell.
How about where you going?
Oh, I've got to stare at traffic, yawn, lick myself. And believe me, that could take hours if you do it right.
That wasn't a line from the script, that's just what Nathan Lane said he was going to do after the shoot. Mrs. Little gets him out in time, and Dr. Dabney Coleman looks him over, delivering a line so bad that only Dabney Coleman could possibly make it funny.
I think he's gonna be fine. Also, he's very clean.
How did he make that line magic? I don't know. Mr. Little talks to George about giving his mousy brother a fair chance, but it quickly, for no reason, turns into a talk about boats.
Don't you want to race your boat, George?
I'm not so good at the racing part.
So what? It doesn't matter about winning. You try like heck and you have fun.
It's like trying an American accent. You just do it, have fun, and don't listen to the critics. I like that they shop for Stuart's party clothes in the doll section of a toy store, but what kind of party has everybody arrive at the exact same time?
There's my favorite little nephew.
Oh, you can't say that anymore, Crenshaw.
That's right.
It's not PC. Is it? I don't know. Nothing's PC anymore. They introduce Stuart to the family, and they give him gifts that are way too big for him because the parents never told anyone he was a mouse. The thought occurs to me that these parents are really awful.
He may have to grow into it.
Oh, I got Billy a skateboard! Oh, I forgot to tell you Billy's in a wheelchair.
Oh, well, I got Cindy a hairbrush.
Oh, I forgot to tell you Cindy has no head.
Oh, well, I got Johnny some sneakers.
Johnny's a bear.
Where'd you find this orphanage?
But George is still angry that his new brother is a mouse. At least I think that's the emotion he's going for.
Are you all nuts? Bicycles and bowling balls? How's he gonna toss a baseball? How is he gonna do any of those things? He's not my brother. He's a mouse.
Remember when the Olsen twins said, "You're in big trouble, mister"? That was dumb.
I just wanted to ask you something
What did you want to ask us?
about my real family. You know, the ones I look like.
Well, sure. They were Jewish immigrants, and they said they lost you at sea, but they just didn't like you very much. So Mr. and Mrs. Little go to find out about Stuart's original parents.
It's out of the question, and it's against the rules. Besides, it's very hard to track mouse families. They're not very good with paperwork.
Whoa! I mean, we all think it, but we never say it. What the fuck? Stuart, meanwhile, tries to get along with Snowbell again, but another cat enters the house, and we partake in clearly cats not acting, but we're just gonna put lips on them like they are.
Yeah, you look pale. Maybe you should see a vet. A vet? What a swell idea. Do you know anybody? I'm not so happy with mine.
Now that's just lazy. Am I right, Chaplain? I'm not even in the same location as you. Right. Here's a riddle. Which one of these is the lifeless CG puppet?
Thank you.
You're crazy.
Thank you.
Hey, I have an idea.
Remember when the Olsens released that greatest hits CD? I bet their fizz aren't as steel hard as this guy's. George gives Stuart the iconic toy car remembers so well from the book, so naturally he takes it for a boat!
She's beautiful.
Yeah, but she's not finished.
Like the movie. Stuart helps George finish the boat for the big race, but Snowbell is finally fed up and looks for outside help.
A mouse with a pet cat? That's sick! A cat can't have a rodent for a master. Word if this gets out, it'll be bad for cats all over.
It'll be the worst thing to happen to cats since, well, cats.
Don't worry, Tinkerbell. I'm all over it.
Tinkerbell! He called me Tinkerbell. You're a funny
whatever.
guy.
I mean, Timon Bell would have worked on 2 levels, but... So the day of the race arrives and their boat named Wasp, yes, I'm so surprised they call it that too, is ready to float.
Womrat, piloted by Anton Gartman.
Okay, how did they make a toy boat look evil? Ships from Pirates of the Caribbean don't look that evil.
Gee, George, what did you do? Get that out of a cereal box?
Oh, don't tell me. You're the owner of that boat.
I'm glad you're here, George. Someone's got to finish last.
I didn't know I wanted a series about Dr. Evil as an 8-year-old, but if that kid plays him, I'm totally down.
Maybe we should go home.
Why?
I'm not wearing my lucky underwear.
Gotta be a Shyamalan line. Can't you just see it followed up with,
You like hot dogs, right?
Stuart drops the remote though, much to Anton and his boat posse's delight.
Nice going, Captain Loser.
Come on, boys, we have a Lego tea party at our toy yacht club. Gee, however will they resolve this?
George!
Stuart! What are you doing?
I'm blown away with indifference. Oh, I mean, you got it, dude, was weird.
Gee, George, you all done crying? Yeah, you all done being a jerk? No.
A surprisingly straightforward answer.
Don't worry, George, I won't let you down!
I was wondering why we built this with a functioning steering wheel, a toast to improbable technics. But not only does Anton's boat demolish another kid's boat, but he has a boy bodyguard shove the driver away. Oh, 90s bullies. There's a special cloud in lazy heaven waiting for you. At least there would be if they weren't so lazy.
What did that stupid mouse do to my sail? He's not a stupid mouse. He's a stupid rat.
This is the most serious toy boat race I've ever seen in my life.
Get up!
George!
So your mouse brother might die. We still have to follow the rules of the race, of which I think every single one has been broken.
Who is that mouse anyway? That's no mouse, that's my brother.
He has an 8-pack, man. Take that, main antagonist we introduced halfway through the movie and we'll never speak of again. Seriously though, I'm gonna miss you. You there! Do you like food? What kind of question is that? Of course I like food. I need it to live. You there! Do you like food? I absolutely love it! Though I'm not exactly the best cook. I can't food! Indeed, making your own meals can be very difficult, but all of that will change with HelloFresh. HelloFresh is a meal kit delivery service that shops, plans, and delivers step-by-step recipes and pre-measured ingredients so you can just cook, eat, and enjoy. It's home-cooked meals made simple. HelloFresh makes conquering the kitchen a reality with deliciously simple recipes. As someone who's not a very good cook, I'm not a very good cook, but following these instructions makes it so easy. Silence now! Cooking is enjoyable and easy with HelloFresh. Fresh pre-measured ingredients and easy-to-follow 6-step pictured recipe cards are delivered to your door each week in a special insulated box. All meals come together in 30 minutes max, call for less than 2 pots and pans, and require minimal cleanup. Make deliciousness part of your every week.
with 3 plans to choose from: classic, veggie, and family, with the option to switch between for when your tastes change. You can also enjoy fun menu features with HelloFresh's Dinner to Lunch TM, 20-minute meals, gourmet, and one-pot wonders, among more!
Another great thing about it is you don't have to follow the recipe exactly. You can add your own spices and flavors and make it your own. Of course, I forgot I'm not very good at that, so I just followed the recipe and it turned out a lot better. There's nothing better going from fast food to real food made fast.
Be quiet, for we have a special offer now. For $80 off your first month of HelloFresh, go to hellofresh.com/nostalgia80 and enter nostalgia80. Again, that's hellofresh.com/nostalgia80 and enter nostalgia80 for your $80 off the first month of HelloFresh. It's like receiving 8 meals for free! So go to hellofresh.com/nostalgia80 and enter nostalgia80 for your special offer today!
Stuart and George, of course, win the big race, but they get some unexpected visitors.
We're looking for Stuart.
Are you friends of his?
We're his parents.
Yeah, we were looking for his brother Algernon. That didn't pan out, so we'll take whoever you got. So Stuart's parents, played by Bruno Kirby and Jennifer Tilly, say they want Stuart back because they now have the financial capacity to take care of him. Stuart's human parents, again cementing how awful they are at this, tell Stuart he needs to go with them. George gives Stuart the toy car and they drive away to his new home at an abandoned miniature golf course.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Hey, I'm serious about those bed bugs. Keep an eye open.
The spider named Charlotte spells nice, but she will eat you. The family tries adjusting to life without Stuart, but the woman from the orphanage says that Stuart's parents are dead.
There was an unsteady pyramid of cans and it collapsed. They had to identify them by their dental records. Cream of mushroom soup, 2 for 1 sale. That's a very heavy soup.
How the hell am I supposed to react to that movie? No, seriously, pick one.
Stuart's parents came and took him away 3 days ago.
Stuart's parents died in a tragic cream mushroom soup incident years ago. I just told you.
Oh my god, even in Stuart Little, Stuart friggin' Little, there still has to be a Shyamalan twist. I don't get it. You weren't even a thing yet. Why stop there? How about Stuart is actually dead, the Littles are actually superheroes, and the trees... What the hell is that happening again? I don't know. Just tell a fairy tale, you weirdo! A good fairy tale! Doyle? The police arrive as it's revealed it's Snowbell and the other cats who set this up.
We scratch him out.
But Smokey, the police are involved. I don't want to get kicked out of my house.
So, would he go to jail? If mice can be adopted, can felines do time? He'd already fit in if he started working on Prisoners of Love.
It's settled. Stuart Little gets scratched tonight.
Okay, all right, I'll give you credit, Stuart Little. You made that adorable cat terrifying. If I was a thug in Batman, I'd actually be more afraid of this than Michael Keaton.
Don't kill me, man!
I'm not going to kill you. I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
What are our chances of seeing Stuart again?
You want it straight?
No.
Absolutely not.
Stuart's probably home right now waiting for you.
Again, a legit funny scene. I wish I could stuff them and put them on my mantle. It gets a little weirdly dark, though.
It's my guess these 2 sickos are on some kind of cross-country mouse-killing spree. Phil, where is that book on the grisly photos? Look at this one.
Oh!
Have fun knowing what happens in this universe, kids!
Oh!
Ha! Oh, wait, wrong movie. Still, what are we doing here? Stuart's parents admit they're not his parents and they were threatened to lie to him about being so, which makes Stuart happy knowing he's still a Little.
I'm not a stout, I'm a Little. I'm Stuart Little. I'm Stuart Little!
Not a 90s film unless this was referenced somehow. Oh, wait a minute, let's dodge bullets! Stuart drives back home via an unusually long shot of Central Park. Clouds and blackness, the cinematography is gone! But a ton of cats corner him. He rides his car into the sewer though and gets away. He makes it home and discovers Snowbell is the only one there.
Ever since you left, it's just movies, parties, roller skating. They were just so happy to get rid of you.
Okay, seriously, at this point, wouldn't it make sense just to eat him? The family already thinks he's gone. Snowbell could just gobble him up and nobody would know. Dramatically, why go through another lie just to drag things out? Or did I just answer my own question?
I tried to warn you, Stuart. I told you it wasn't gonna work out.
Oh wait, sorry, silly me. This is very relatable drama. We've all been adopted just to find our real parents, just to find their fake parents, just to find our adopted parents again, just to find they hate us, just to find they don't hate us. Stop reading my journal! Of course, his family is actually out putting up flyers and they just miss each other. Even Snowbell's lies about the family hating him are so harsh, it kind of makes it hard to like him again. It's just so over the top, relentlessly mean.
They did that right after you left.
And George?
She gave it to him and he tore it up. I'd give you the pieces, but Mr. Little set them on fire.
Oh, and I just found out your real parents? They're dead. And there is no God. But there is a hell. And they're going to it. And so are you. You're gonna love me by the end. The other cats ask Snowbell to track him down. You know, it's not like we didn't just have a big chase scene with cats. And they locate him down in Central Park.
Didn't your mothers warn you not to go into Central Park at night?
My mother was the reason you didn't go into Central Park at night.
You know, damn it, movie, stop throwing in a good line every once in a while. I want to hate all of you! Snowbell finds Stuart, though, and decides to protect him from the rest of the cats.
I'm doing this for the Littles, all right? I lied, okay? I'm the one that hates you.
You do care.
He literally just said he hates you. Does this mean he's supposed to be redeemed now? Okay.
Snow, what's he doing to your leg?
What the hell's going on here?
Did they just give the cat a swear word?
What the hell's going on here?
Well, that hilariously doesn't fit. Oh, wait, I forgot there's literally no other reason for this movie to be PG, and, you know, we gotta let the cool kids know that Stuart Little has an edge. Ooh, a cat says, hell, parental guidance is needed. Ah, shit, parental guidance was needed when writing this damn movie. Stuart, for, what, the 12th time, gives a speech about what being a family is all about.
Sure, you'll probably scratch him up pretty bad. You'll tear him to shreds. You may even kill him. But Snowbell will not run away, right? Snow?
That's what should have been there, but instead we just get Snowbell looking afraid. Oh, what would that have been too much? Would have warranted a PG-13. They get separated for a bit, but Snowbell catches them on a loose branch and starts lowering them into the water.
I'm sure you'll land
Snow, what are you doing? No, it's on me.
Oh, if only they had cat reflexes to jump off. Pity their dogs. But there's one cat left.
Hey, Smokey!
Maybe it's because I'm a cat owner now, but I feel legit bad for these animals. How many times did they have to smack him in the face or drop him in the water because the director of the Haunted Mansion said the film wouldn't be complete without it? This guy killed Simba's dad, kiddies. You don't want to work with him! Snowbell brings Stuart home and the Littles are united.
This is how people look.
At the end of a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Not the end of an E.B. White book, but a fairy tale? Sure. And that was Stuart Little. It's bland, dated, and forgettable, but I suppose it is inoffensive. I mean, yes, the book is strange and unique, and I would have liked it if the movie attempted to tell something strange and unique. But at the same time, I think most people going in know they're not gonna get what the original book was with this, and instead get some tired, but not really harmful cliches. Some of them are even enjoyably bad, like the out-of-nowhere bully and the weird swearing cat. And I do give credit to an occasional funny line and some expressive animation from Stuart. But it truly is an in one mouse ear out the other kind of boredom, trading in the strange bizarreness of the book for the safe coziness of the 90s. I can't say there's much to recommend in it, but I can't say there's much you should avoid at all cost either. Not offensive, but not imaginative either. Hopefully you can figure out if this is the right 90s cheese for your inner mouse. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, and by God, I had to balance out all this cutesy blandness with something tougher and awesome. Oh look! A segue into next week's review. We're doing Toonami. Hi, Doug Walker here. Mission 22 is this week's charity shoutout. Mission 22 is a non-profit who combats the ever-rising veteran suicide rate. Every day, more than 20 veterans are lost to suicide. Mission 22 wants to bring that number to 0. It does this with 3 main programs: veteran treatment programs, memorials, and national awareness. Mission 22 provides treatment programs to veterans for post-traumatic stress, traumatic brain injury, and other issues they might be facing. It organizes events and builds memorials to create social impact and awareness for these issues. Through these programs, it enables a push for the betterment of our nation's heroes and stands united in the war against veteran suicide. If you want to show your thanks and your care for all that these people have sacrificed, click on the link and show these people who have given up so much that there are so many things worth living for. This episode brought to you by Stamps.com. Why go to the store to get stamps when you can have them printed right at home for your convenience? Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to. Today we're going to figure out what happened to Stuart Little. Oh good, we get to see the outcome of throwing a temper tantrum, ruining a close friendship, and driving off into a confusingly vague sunset? Oh, this is a sequel to the movie, not the book. That might be for the best. Continuing that other story will just confuse me more. The 1999 film pulling in decent numbers, Columbia produced a sequel in 2002 with the same cast and director. Though no Shyamalan script this time, so we won't find out this was all secretly the Ratatouille universe. While nowhere near as big a hit as its predecessor, Stuart Little 2 made $170 million against a $120 million budget. Critics seem to like it more, while critics seem to like it more, so it only makes sense to take a look and see what grabs some people and not others. This is the sequel people kinda demanded and kinda saw. This is Stuart Little 2. Stuart wakes up excited because it's his first day playing soccer and George is going to join him.
Don't forget your cleats. You're looking especially beautiful today.
And you still sound like Dr. Strange's failed American accent.
She said blah blah, her first word.
I'm not sure that's technically, a word.
Of course it is.
It'll be fun when this family's finally introduced to real matters.
You guys spread out! Spread out!
Doyle! George gets the ball, kinda, and Stuart is finally put in the game.
All right, Stuart. I want you to watch your tail out there.
Don't worry, Coach. I won't let you down.
Now go get him.
I'm not gonna lie, that scene is far more fun when it's shown without the effects.
All right, Stuart. I want you to watch your tail out there. Now go get him.
Our coach is insane and I'm far too okay with it. George kicks the ball with Stuart on it, knocking a teammate out but scoring the winning point. Only 2 people have to go to the hospital, far less as soccer games go.
I have to start wearing a cup.
If cartoons were allowed to have genitalia, I'd need it. Stuart and George talk about making that final goal.
Hey, you won the game. That's the main thing.
The main thing is I hit Wallace in the face.
Ah! Jump cut from cute kid to Sonic trailer teeth, not a fan. The next day, George finishes his model plane that Ronald McDonald puked on, but his friend comes over, distracting his attention.
Hey George, you want to take a break for a while? I brought my PS2. Yeah, okay.
I have GTA San Andreas! Ooh, I'm not allowed to play that. Mom says it reminds her of a former job. Stuart tries finishing the plane, accidentally starting it and taking off. Stuart! Those flowers had 1 day until retirement! God is punishing me for that Pinky in the Brain /fic. Stuart crashes the plane, pissing off George.
Everything's fine.
You destroyed it.
Oh.
Thanks, Stuart.
I'm glad you're okay. I wish you were dead. Mr. Little tries to make Stuart feel better.
See, the thing about being a little is that you can look at any situation, no matter how bleak, how hopeless, and still see the bright side.
Look at me, I have an audition for a show called House. As long as I don't have to fake an American accent, I should be fine. After Stuart finishes a very strange class.
Canada is separate from the United States because Canadians like to be alone.
That might be the only time I regret missing something in school. He drives home and comes across a bird named Margalo, voiced by Melanie Griffith.
My name is Stuart. Stuart Little.
I'm Margalo. Just Margalo.
But my friends call me, why are you wearing a scarf and goggles? You're a bird. Stuart takes her home due to her broken wing, and she says she was chased by a falcon.
My pin. It's the only thing I have left of my mother's.
Oh, family heirloom? No, that's her leg. I'm just gonna say it, Margalo is adorable. Griffith's voice has a Jennifer Tilly charm to it, and her design is like Baby Yoda ate Tweety Pie. It's almost too cute to watch.
Hi there.
She even seems to get along with her cat, Snowbell.
Major hairball. Ah! And yet, we continue to lick ourselves. Unbelievable.
That's a saying on a t-shirt that would start conversations. Stuart explains the situation to his folks, and they decide to let her stay, catching on that Stuart may have a crush on her.
He's smitten. He's infatuated.
Did you have many crushes?
I'm still having one.
There's a lot of birds I have attractions to. God, Daisy had such a rack. The next day, Stuart has to go to school, but Mrs. Little says she'll look after Margalo.
I will take care of Margalo.
Meaning completely abandoning her.
Margalo, Martha and I are going out for a bit. Can I bring you anything?
Somebody to keep their fucking word would be nice. But it looks like Margalo can fly, and yeah, you already know where this is going. She's in cahoots with the falcon chasing her, voiced by James Woods, who are planning to steal from Stuart's home. Yeah, birds rob shit.
Nobody else ever invited me to live with them.
Who found a pitiful orphan bird and plucked her out of the gutter?
Excluding it was originally to eat you, it was still very kind of me. Margalo continues to get attached to the Littles, at least that's what this dated pop song is telling me.
For a time I felt my faith, it must be hiding.
Yeah, every Disney Channel movie turned this song down, so Stuart Little it is. And also starts falling in love with Stuart, watching such romantic films as Vertigo.
Stay with me.
All the time.
Aw, they're gonna love the romantic ending. So sweet. He fixes her pin as the Falcon watches, and later threatens that if Margalo doesn't get him Mrs. Little's ring, he'll eat Stuart up.
I'll do the dishes.
Oh, but you did them last night.
For you, I would do dishes every night.
Honey, remember when we had an argument? We've never had an argument. Do you think that's unhealthy?
No.
Oh, okay. Her ring vanishes, and they think it fell into the sink.
Hey, what about me? Let me go, Dad.
Go where?
Down the drain.
Just like Stuart Little 3, or so I'm told. I've never seen it, even though I star in it. I think every scenario in this movie is an excuse to get him in a cute tiny outfit.
You let our son go down the kitchen drain?
Now, Eleanor, don't be upset. Now you can be upset.
I like in a nothing role a good actor can still remind you, I'm funny as hell, bitch! Stuart slips into the drain, but Margalo uses Mrs. Little's pearls to save him.
Margalo, you're the best friend I ever had.
May this hug confuse your emotions with guilt. Margalo feels too much shame and decides to fly away, leaving her pin behind.
You find the ring?
Everything but.
Boy, Raymond's brother hit hard times after finally murdering his parents. People were sad, but not surprised. Stuart realizes Margalo left, and he decides to go after her.
And don't try to talk me out of it, because I made up my mind.
Stuart, she's just a bird.
Wow, never knew George was an anti-birdite.
At least get somebody to go with you.
George tells Stuart to take Snowbell with him because, yeah, he looks like a tough character in a dark alley.
And why would I do that?
George is gonna tell him that you ate me.
What?
Yeah, framing manslaughter I figure is a good way for families to bond. Snowbell agrees to join him, and George tells his parents that Stuart won't be seen as much because he's rehearsing a school play.
Gotta go.
I think you scored the wrong scene there, Silvestri. That was them finishing breakfast. The juggling turtle scene is later. Stuart's car breaks down, and they decide to continue on foot.
I hate to break this up, but I need to go tinky.
I don't know how much they paid Nathan Lane to say, I need to go tinky, but I already know it's either too much or not enough. They come across Monty from the first film in the hopes that he might have some information on where Margalo went.
What do you know about a bird called Falcon?
Falcon? Oh, that's a bad guy. You don't want to fool with him.
Isn't this like looking for a person named Human? It's kind of a vague name. He says Falcon lives at the top of the Pishkin building, and Stuart tries calling George to let him know he's okay.
Where are you? How are you? Did you find her? Are you all right? How's Snowbell? When are you coming home? Mom and Dad are asking a lot of questions.
That kid grown up can still kick my ass, right? Still a great actor. I can't wait to see him in Little Vampire 2.
It's sad when you have to replace the papery goodness that I used to call stamps. But right now it just makes more sense. But what if you need to go to the post office? What if you need postage to send out letters and packages? Don't worry, Stamps.com is here to help. With Stamps.com, you can print postage on demand and skip those lines and crowds at the post office, standing still like one of his stuffed birds. Plus, you can actually save money with discounts that you can't even get at the post office. As if that wasn't enough, Stamps.com also offers UPS services with discounts up to 62% and no UPS residential surcharges, like one of his stuffed birds. Stamps.com brings all the services the U.S. Postal Service right to your computer in the safety and comfort of your own home, office, or anywhere else you're hunkering down right now. Like a mental ward, like one of his stuffed birds. Anyway, whether you're a small business sending invoices, an online seller shipping out products, or you're just working from home and need to mail stuff, Stamps.com can handle it all with ease. Simply use your computer to print official US postage 24/7 for any letter, any package, any class of mail, anywhere you want to send. Sorry, didn't mean to raise my voice there. Once your mail is ready, just leave it for your mail carrier, schedule a free package pickup, or drop it in a mailbox. No human contact required. It's that simple. And like I said, with Stamps.com you get great discounts too. 5 cents off every first class stamp and up to 62% off shipping rates. Stamps.com is a no-brainer. I know my brain is gone. Or maybe I just added a few more to my head. But anyway, Stamps.com is a no-brainer, like I said, especially now, saving you time and money. And right now, you can get a special offer. Would you like a special offer from me? Yes, you would. Yes, you would. It includes a 4-week free trial, plus free postage and a digital scale without any long-term commitment. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the home page and type in nostalgia. That's Stamps.com. Click on the microphone at the top of the home page and type in nostalgia for your special offer. And they're probably watching me. We'll let them. They'll see what kind of person I am. I'm not even gonna swat that stamp. I hope they are watching me. They'll look at her and say, why, she must use Stamps.com.
Don't forget to check us out on Twitch, playing some games, telling some jokes, and overall just having a good time. Hope to see you there. Stuart and Snowbell make it to the Pishkin building, and Stuart uses a balloon to fly to the top.
All right, Falcon. Hand her over and nobody gets hurt.
Who are you, Lara Croft? What, you think we don't have mouse-sized guns for you? We're probably the only country that does! He comes across Margalo as well as Falcon. And, well, let's just say it's James Woods doing some great James Woodsing.
This kid is priceless. Does any of this sound familiar? Oh, my wing.
What are you talking about?
I can't drill through the wood.
What does he mean?
Okay, now it's getting sad.
I don't envy any woman that's ever been delicately dumped by him.
You're leaving me?
This kid is priceless.
I thought we had something.
I can't drill through the wood.
Can I still be in one of your movies?
Okay, now it's getting sad.
Falcon reveals Mrs. Little's ring, which... Do Falcons sell jewels on the black market? What's he gonna do with that? And Margalo admits she lied to him.
I never wanted to hurt you.
But Margalo, why?
I thought we had something together. True, the thought of our kids does give me nightmares. There it is again, but I still thought we could make it work. Falcon tries dropping him to the ground, but he lands in a garbage truck. Afterwards, Snowbell makes his way to the top and finds Margalo locked up in a paint can by Falcon.
Where are you?
In the can.
Is Stuart in there too?
Cause I don't want to interrupt. I'm just wondering what the kids will look like. Oh, a big mistake! Stuart wakes up on a garbage barge and tries coming to grips with all the mistakes he's made.
There's no silver lining!
Wow. Even someone as dedicated as Michael J. Fox was like, it's Stuart Little too. My heart's in this Curb Your Enthusiasm episode I'm in next week. He grabs the pin and just happens to come across the broken plane from earlier.
The silver lining! This is it!
Man, it's usually 10 minutes of third act grief before the happy music plays. This must be a short movie. Yep, they want this done quick.
All right, George, where is he?
Stuart's parents find out he's missing and try to get George to say where he is.
How would you feel? How would we all feel if anything happened to Stuart?
I think something similar to if Tide Cleaner disappeared. I'd notice, but I'd be okay. He lets them know where Stuart was going, and they come across maybe my favorite joke in the whole movie.
Who would do this?
Tiny little vandals.
I have so many questions. Who are these tiny vandals? Where do they get tiny spray cans? Do they sell model car parts the same place Falcons sell jewelry? There's a universe of possibilities, and I want to know all of them. Snowbell frees Margalo, but Falcon returns, knocking him over.
I'm leaving you, Falcon, forever.
Oh, and what do you think you'll be without me?
Free.
As free as a line. Falcon chases after her, but Stuart fixes his plane and grabs her.
I think this is it. Turn here. Okie dokie, no problem. Follow that flying mouse. Okie dokie, no problem.
They tell the driver to follow Stuart's plane, which in New York sounds stupid easy, as the Falcon continues to chase them. And that's when this became a horror film.
Keep it running. Okie dokie, no problem.
That is my catchphrase. Please tell somebody I am funny. They'll make a show about anything in this decade. Falcon catches them, though, and yanks off the top of the plane.
A mouse needs to know his limitations.
Falcon! Punch! The plane pulls up in time, but Stuart realizes he has to face Falcon alone. I take it back now, it's a horror film. Margalo saves him from falling, and he's reunited with his family.
You ran away from home.
I know.
And you had George lie to us?
Yeah.
And you bored the baby! Seriously, has she smiled once in this entire film?
This belongs to you.
My ring.
I took it.
And now she's giving it back.
Well, she'll have to stand bird trial. Put her into some tiny bird cuffs. Take her to a bird penitentiary. I'm sorry, that little vandals line really got me asking questions about this world. They return home, and Margalo admits she's always fantasized about flying south for the winter.
I miss you, Stuart. I miss all of you.
I always dreamed of having a family so I can get as far away from them as possible.
Little high, little low.
Little hey, little ho.
What the hell did you call me?
Happy birthday.
I don't believe it.
Well, that was worth a B story. Did you hear about that talking mouse, bird, and cat that defied logic? Who cares? A baby who's supposed to speak at some point spoke. I've had bowel movements with more intrigue. And that was Stuart Little 2. I guess I could be really harsh on it, but at a running time of 1 hour 10 minutes, what's the point? It gives pretty much exactly what it promises, a little adventure with a little mouse and a little bird. Occasionally I'll get a chuckle and a cute moment here and there, but there's not a ton in it for adults. However, I don't think they're supposed to be. It's just a quick children's movie with a lot of cliches, but they fly by so fast and don't even have time to be really that insulting. Being a sequel to a film that's not much like the source material, I think people know this is also not going to be much like the source material. It's hard to be that disappointed. I think for a little bit of kids' entertainment to go in one ear and out the other, it gets the job done okay. Nothing much for grown-ups, but for kids, I think it's an alright way to spend 1 hour and 10 minutes. I'm a nostalgia critic guy, remember, so you don't have to.
I need to go tinky.
Hey, Doug Walker here, doing the charity shout out. We're doing a charity we've done before called Feeding America. This specializes in food banks and food pantries, which are having a difficult time right now. Through everything that's going on, nobody deserves to go to bed hungry. Everybody deserves food. Everybody deserves nourishment. So if you can check them out and either donate or volunteer or even just spread the word, this is something that nobody should have to go through. Everyone deserves food. And this is an organization that's been around for years and has made that possible. So please check them out, see if there's anything you can do, and take care.